Adrian's tone stayed level. Throw away a good combo and you still lose. He didn't look at the tiles or at Shane, he looked at me. A buzz filled my skull. I dropped my gaze. Instinct screamed he saw everything. Play dragged. I couldn't concentrate. After a few rounds, nearly every chip had migrated back to Adrian's corner. Jade clapped, ready to quit and hunt for late-night Sichuan. Nobody moved. With Adrian present, jokes and curses stayed locked in throats. Hierarchy hung in the air. He was Jade's uncle, the patriarch's anointed heir, raised under spotlights. When 10-year-old Miles and 5-year-old messed with mud pies, 13-year-old Adrian read the financial section on the windowsill. Destiny had aged him early. Every kid called him Adrian and trembled. No one dared stand until he said so. I stretched. The car accident bruise along my spine ached when I sat too long. Adrian's glance flicked over, then he murmured, "Let's wrap it up." Shane instantly scrambled, turning to Jade. "Hungry? What are you craving?" Miles whooped. "Wow, only Jade gets room service orders. What about the rest of us?" Jade blushed, sharing a fluttery look with Shane, a look I never received. For 2 years he dodged every chance to acknowledge me in front of family. Now his affection spilled out unguarded. My heart twisted. I stared at the felt, praying my envy didn't show. A long, knuckled hand slid into view. Adrian pushed every last chip toward me. I blinked up, cheeks burning, as he said evenly, "Allowance. Consider it a hello gift. Long time no see, Maren." He'd ignored my greeting earlier. Now he dumped small fortune in front of me. The room buzzed with sit-along glances. Jade broke the hush, fake pouting. "Hey, weren't those winnings for me? You wouldn't buy me a car, yet you spoil Maren?" Adrian leaned back, lids half lowered. "Pick one and put it on my tab. Happy now?" She squealed, bouncing on Shane's arm, begging him to go car shopping tomorrow. Shane didn't answer, his eyes bored into me, stormy for the first time in public. "Adrian and Maren look pretty tight." "9, come on." He still thinks of her as the kid next door. Miles jumped in, throwing me a life raft. We weren't tight at all. Greetings at banquets and Jade-related errands summed up our bond. I managed a stiff, Casey, the safe courtesy title. Adrian ignored it, slid into his suit jacket, and walked out. Everyone followed like ducklings. Bringing up the rear, Shane caught my wrist and hissed, "Why were you blushing at Adrian?" I yanked free. "None of your business. We're over. Who are you to question me?" "A concerned brother, that's who. Trust me, you don't want to mess with Adrian." "Brother?" After 2 years of holding hands, stolen kisses, everything but sex. My actual brother was 5 feet ahead. He had zero worries. I inhaled slowly. If Miles doesn't mind, why should fake big brother stick his nose in? Shane startled, then shrugged it off. "Just stay away from him, and please, keep our story between us." So that was the real grab. Fear-eyed tattled to Adrian and torch his chase for the niece. Looking into those evasive eyes, I felt the last shard of grief melt into relief. Only 2 years wasted, not a lifetime. Relax. My lips are sealed. After all, I'm the real coward here. Our families summer together, our brothers are welded at the hip. Exposure would detonate more than a romance. But he cut in, fiery gaze misplaced and wrong. "I knew you still loved me. If Jade hadn't come home, I'd have stayed. I chose you first because you adored me. Can't you see I love her the same way?" He waited, expecting understanding to shine in my eyes. I couldn't give it. When you love someone, you don't audition their stand-in. I couldn't even bother to argue. "Have it your way. From here out we're strangers on separate roads." I left him there and jogged after Miles. Jade, sick of continental cuisine, demanded spicy Sichuan at midnight. Miles's injury came with diet limits. We headed home instead. In the car he asked suddenly, "You tight with Adrian?" He was staring. I pictured that figure on the balcony, probably amused by teenage soap opera. "I've said more to you about him than I've ever said to him. Fair. Still steer clear." Everyone feared Adrian. I swallowed the question in the night. Back home I opened my alt account, scrolling from first post to last. I'd built that scrapbook of sunshine, certain I was the luckiest girl alive. Reading it now felt like swallowing thorns. Snuck into my brother's room to ask about homework. I already knew the answers, just wanted a glimpse. He tucked my hair behind my ear so gently I forgot every theorem. He asked me out. I thought I'd moon over him forever, and suddenly the sky cleared. Called him at night. Brothers teased about taking a girl's call. He laughed them off and whispered goodnight like velvet. Heaps of roses, not my favorite lily of the valley, but I'll keep them alive because they're his. Asterisk 2-year mark equals go in public, he promised. Wanted to cut a video. Realized we have 0 photos together. He doesn't like cameras. He'd simply feared receipts. I deleted the account, a half-raw bowl of rice. I'd choked it down long enough, finally spat it out. My banged-up car still hadn't seen a body shop. Cosmetic damage only, but scrapes glared. I waited for sunshine and drove toward the dealership. At the gatehouse, staff were pitching dead lilies into a truck. The truck blocked me. I idled, watching petals curl like old paper. Once they're spent, toss them, no point hoarding. Adrian's voice drifted through my open window. He wore a charcoal coat over ivory cashmere today, hair falling loose, looking nowhere near 30. Morning, Adrian. Where to? For a shop car repair. He studied me a beat, then opened the passenger door and slid in, detour. I need to pick a car ride with me. I hadn't even named which dealership. The mammoth allowance made chauffeur duty the least I could do. Where exactly? Any showroom will do, guess we're both heading the same way. His tone was lazy, plan invented on the spot. I kept both hands glued to the wheel, determined not to repeat my crash. Last time I'd only bruised Miles's pride. Injuring the Vance air would bring my parents crawling with apologies. We arrived intact, I exhaled, Adrian shadowed me inside. The manager hurried over, Mr. Vance, your niece is already here, test driving. So he really was on the way. Through the glass I spotted Jade in a convertible, Shane leaning in to buckle her seatbelt. Smile a mile wide. A test drive, not a cannonball run, yet he treated it like one. I dropped my keys with the receptionist. Adrian, go ahead. I'll catch an Uber. He shifted, blocking my exit. Stay, help us choose. Before I could protest, he strode off. I trailed behind. Jade poked her head out. Adrian, you said car shopping was boring, why show up now? Her gaze slid to me. Maren? What brings you? Ran into Adrian, thought I'd spectate. I stood close enough to brush his sleeve, so I shuffled sideways. Shane tracked the movement, eyes dimming, probably terrified I'd blurt confessions. Jade cooed, can't decide, why not buy them all? Adrian circled the car. Choose one graduation gift. Anything extra, bill your father. She deflated, then tapped the convertible she sat in. Fine, this one. While Adrian signed, she gossiped to Shane. No wonder Adrian's single. Last year a gorgeous Swedish exchange climbed into his bed. He carried her out by the scruff, face scarlet, then shipped me to boarding school the next morning for letting her in. I failed to picture Adrian flustered. The thought made me snort. Shane stared harder. A low voice rumbled behind me. What's funny? 11. My stomach lurched. I pivoted. Jade rescued me. Inside joke, my punchline stinks, but Maren laughed. Adrian didn't buy it but let it drop, telling Jade to finalize papers. Shane edged close, murmuring, following me hurts you, Maren. You shouldn't have to watch this. You're misreading. Are you? I thought we were clear. Yet you appear with Adrian. I rolled my eyes. Maybe I came for Adrian, not you. Blurted in exasperation, it still rocked him. Cut it out. I know you love me, I gave you to Goodyears. Don't cheapen it with spite. Talking was useless. We rode home 4 wide, Shane driving, Jade beside him, Adrian and I in back. He looked spent, eyes shut, posture loose. I risked a sit-along glance, sharp planes, firm skin, elegant brows. His lashes fluttered, I jerked away, only to meet Shane's glare in the mirror. Jade chatted about boarding school raids. Maren saved me once, ran to get Adrian while I stalled the principal. Sam had been our classmate, Jade's grades hovered near bottom. Parent-teacher summons flew like bats. The worst time involved an upper-class Romeo. A supply closet tryst and a furious dean demanding guardian present. Now,